As the Bitcoin 2023 conference comes to an end, it leaves us with the thought, are the Taproot wizards cringier than we originally thought? Welcome back, everyone. Hope you had a great weekend. For the people who attended the conference, I hope you had a good time. All right, let's dive into some of the cringe that happened over the weekend at the conference. And by cringe, I am talking about the Taproot Wizards. When Udi and Eric stepped on stage, this seemed like something I had seen before. Now, for the people who didn't see this, I'm going to play it for you, play a little bit of cringe, get everybody into the right mood here.
Oh, wow. It's the Breaking Bitcoin song. Oh, wow.
Yes, the Breaking Bitcoin song. Now, if you feel that you've already seen this type of cringe before, I'm going to take you back in time about 4 years. Now, for the people who weren't here in 2019, you'll enjoy this. This is the, as you can see, the Vitalik and Ethereum Foundation dance and rap.
See, we freestyle sometimes.
This is the embarrassing shit that it takes
Your
to
gas
tell you
limit.
something that doesn't need to exist.
Stay within it. Yo, not just to pre-compile a change of opcodes. We're here to sustain the scale all the full nodes.
Proof of stake is hard, but what I do know is when we learn a shard, we'll change the whole game, though.
2.0, yo. 2.0, yo. 2.0, yo.
Okay, so you know you can't be mad at me for being skeptical about this garbage then, right? No, you can't. I'm sorry, but it's the same vibes, right? You're not going to convince me. You're not going to convince me that it's not the same vibes. Let's continue. Let's continue on because there were some terrible comments that were made during the actual discussion.
I think, so people are saying Bitcoin is supposed to be safe against nation state attacks. If they aren't even safe against me and Udi fucking around, then what the fuck is the purpose of this entire fucking conference, with this entire project?
Okay, so we're going to stop right there for a second. The Taproot Lizards have pretended that they quote unquote broke Bitcoin with their stupid JPEGs. And one of the things specifically that Eric said during the conference was that they're battle testing Bitcoin. Now look, I have no problem. Listen, you want to stick a whole bunch of crap into the blockchain and see what it can handle? Absolutely. Bitcoin is supposed to be anti-fragile. It's supposed to be all of these things that we claim it should be. So, hey, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with battle testing it. What I do have an issue with is that you don't need to be shilling JPEGs to people in order to battle test Bitcoin. That piece right there is the disingenuous shithead narrative that you get out of altcoiners. Because let's be honest, right? If these people were so concerned about Bitcoin security, why do they need to shill you a JPEG in order to quote unquote battle test Bitcoin? Why don't you just build apps that will go and perform certain types of tests against Bitcoin? Why can't you do that against the Bitcoin network? Why wouldn't you do that? I mean, in the IT space, there's pen testing tools, right? Penetration testing tools. So companies hire these people to then go and pen test their network. It's really no different. Now, of course, granted, somebody could say, again, right? The argument is, well, they are pen testing the Bitcoin network. Indeed, it may seem this way, but you don't need to sell JPEGs to people in order to do that. That is the scam, okay? And they are being disingenuous. Let's continue on because there was another piece to this that illustrates this point as well.
Went developed, deployed, and went to bat for Taproot for years, and then didn't find a use case for it for years until someone thought, okay, why don't we just treat this upgrade as an arbitrary data blob and just feed any random stuff into the blockchain? And that's where sort of the Taproot wizards came in and said, like, okay, let's do some magic with this arbitrary data. So they think that we are destroying the chain, which, like, I mean, they're the ones that sort of got the upgrade into Bitcoin. So we've already been seeing like a lot of animosity from their camp, and like there's been tweets that they've made to the effect of like, let's hunt a wizard if you see one in Miami. So we thought like, let's just flood the conference with wizards. Let's show them how many we are. Let's make it a part of the wizard school to show up in a wizard hat, so that maybe like we'll make them feel outnumbered.
So number one, it was like a small little crowd of like 20, 30 people wearing stupid wizard hats that BitBoy handed out. So definitely nobody felt outnumbered. All right, I think I summed it up pretty well in this tweet. You can battle test Bitcoin without grifting noobs. They aren't wizards. They're clowns. Shitcoining clowns. And I think Pirate Beach Bum actually gave a really good explanation here. He goes, insiders don't realize the Bitcoin conference is a tiny bubble, and all of us outsiders only saw clips or photos of the cringiest moments or some selfies of randoms. When I hear some shitcoiners say we destroyed the maxis, they don't comprehend. No one listened to them or cares. And that is indeed correct. So the whole entire time I was hearing this narrative that, oh, you know, the maxis in disbelief and all this stuff, like none of that was true. None of that was true. I even saw some ridiculous tweet out of the fake Bitcoin historian, Kurt Wuckheimer, or whatever his last name is, creating some narrative about a Miami agreement or something like that. Like, guys, there is such absolute bullshit. The social attack against Bitcoin coming from the shitcoiners is absolutely hilarious. And to be perfectly honest, it's not going to go anywhere. It means absolutely nothing. Okay? The Taproot wizards are going to go the same way as Counterparty. They're just going to be a blip. Nobody cares. Okay? You didn't break Bitcoin. You're not making Bitcoin fun again. You're just grifting people with JPEGs. That's it. The Taproot wizards are grifting people with JPEGs. That's all. It's nothing special. You're not battle testing Bitcoin. You're not performing any kind of special task that is helping anybody. All you're doing is proving that the data that you're choosing to use to shill to noobs is what we said it is. It's crap. Guys, I am glad to be back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will catch you all tomorrow.